Hi, Dub Nation. Stay updated on what's happening behind the scenes with the Golden State Warriors with these sizzling hot intros. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions and exclusive revelations about Klay Thompson's departure, major trades, and potential acquisitions for the team. Hold on tight because the news is on fire, and you won't want to miss a thing. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay in the loop with all the updates. So, Dub Nation, Stephen Curry has finally broken his silence. He admitted that it just hasn't sunk in about Klay's departure. And let's be honest, it's a tough blow for all of us. After all, we're talking about the dynamic duo that made waves in the NBA for over a decade. These guys are synonymous with dunks and three-pointers, and now they will go their separate ways. Crazy, right? Seriously, folks, but I think many of us are still processing this impact. Imagining the Warriors without this explosive combo is hard to swallow. And from the looks of it, even Coach Steve Kerr is struggling to believe this radical change. And that historic trade? 6 teams involved, a real whirlwind of ins and outs. Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks? Who would have thought that? Huh? And we, as passionate fans, will need to face this new reality because that's what awaits us. The arrival of Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson is also very significant. 2 great players who can really make a difference for the Warriors. But is that enough to fill the void left by Klay? We'll need to keep an eye on that. The news of Klay Thompson leaving the Golden State Warriors, as revealed by Stephen Curry, really provokes deep reflections about the team's future. The long partnership between Curry and Thompson established a basketball dynasty, bringing titles and beautiful memories to Warriors fans. Curry's admission that Klay's departure still doesn't feel real resonates with many of us who are also struggling to accept this significant change. It's clear that the era we knew is coming to an end, but it also represents an opportunity for renewal and reinvention for the Warriors. The busy trade involving Klay's departure, involving several teams, demonstrates the exceptional impact his departure will have not only on the Warriors, but on the NBA as a whole. The separation of the Splash Brothers makes us reflect on the importance of relationships in sports and how the bonds between athletes can transcend competition. As we prepare for a new season, it's natural to question how Klay's absence will affect the team's dynamics. It will be imperative for the Warriors to find new ways to adapt and thrive in this new chapter of the franchise's history. I believe that, although it's hard to say goodbye to a legend like Klay Thompson, the Warriors have the potential to write a new chapter of success. The talent acquired in the trades gives us reasons to be optimistic about the team's future. The passion and support of the fans are crucial to strengthening this new path. Therefore, I invite you to share your perspectives and hopes for the Warriors in this transition phase. Together, we can shape a narrative of resilience and support for our team. Let's continue to celebrate past achievements and look forward with enthusiasm to what's to come. Let's unite as a community, keeping the flame of passion for the Golden State Warriors alive, no matter what changes may come. To conclude, folks, I know many of you are feeling heartbroken with this drastic change, but we are a strong community of Warriors fans. Let's hold our heads high and support our guys, no matter what. So, what's your opinion on all this? How do you think the Warriors will fare without Klay? And George, now from the Philadelphia 76ers, left everyone shocked when he revealed that he almost wore the blue and yellow. He said the negotiation was almost there. Folks, we almost had a new Splash Brother. The Warriors were crazy about pairing Paul George with Curry and Green. Just imagine the potential of that lineup. But here's the part that gets everyone here heated. They didn't close the deal because they didn't want to include our boy Kuminga. Seriously? You weren't willing to make that sacrifice? And then, George declined his player option, became free, and ended up being scooped up by the 76ers. Yeah, that's how life is, folks. Sometimes, plans don't materialize, and Dub Nation is left here wondering what could have been. Now, with George on the 76ers, the battle is heating up in the Eastern Conference. And we, in the West, are watching things unfold. DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Kyle Anderson have been brought to our team. Sure, they're good players, But are they enough to make up for the lost opportunity that George represented? Paul George's revelation about the near trade to the Golden State Warriors certainly sparked great speculation and reflection among the team's fans. The possibility of George joining Curry and Green raises intriguing questions about the potential of that lineup and the impact it could have had, not just on the team but on the league's dynamics as a whole. It's understandable that the decision not to include Jonathan Kuminga in the trade was a crucial point for the Warriors, considering the young talent's promising potential. However, faced with the opportunity to add a player of Paul George's caliber, it's natural for some to question whether the team should have reconsidered its options. The NBA's dynamics are volatile, and trade decisions often result in scenarios where "what if" echoes among fans. The retrospective analysis of this episode makes us consider not only the immediate impact, but also the long-term ramifications for the team and its competitive position in the league. The lost opportunity to acquire George undoubtedly raises questions about the Warriors' future strategy and how they plan to compete in an increasingly challenging league. As we prepare for the next season, fans will certainly be watching closely to see how the team addresses the gaps that this potential signing could have filled. Despite the twists and turns of the trade market, Dub Nation's strength and dedication remain unwavering. It's through these moments of reflection and debate that the true passion and commitment of Warriors fans manifest. So, Dub Nation, tell me in the comments, what do you think about this almost deal with Paul George? Could it have been the key to bringing us back to the top? And now, what can we expect from the next season without him? How will we overcome this? With Klay Thompson's impactful departure this offseason, many of us expected the Golden State Warriors to make moves and seek a worthy replacement. However, so far, the moves have been more contained, with additions like DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Kyle Anderson. All solid players, but let's face it, none of them come close to being a genuine second option like Klay once was. Now, let's talk about Brandon Ingram. Many suggest the Warriors should consider a deal with him, given his $36 million contract expires next season. Seems tempting, doesn't it? But let's analyze the situation more closely. What few are talking about is the feud between Ingram and our coach, Steve Kerr. Remember the 2023 FIBA World Cup? Ingram and Kerr didn't get along. Ingram showed frustration with his role on the team, was openly dissatisfied, and even argued that the team was winning, so he couldn't be selfish thinking only about himself. Additionally, Ingram was asked to take a back seat to younger players. Kerr said that Ingram's defensive limitations were the cause of his difficulties during the World Cup. He implied that in FIBA, defense is rewarded, and in the NBA, offense is rewarded. If the Warriors didn't go after Zach LaVine due to defensive limitations, it's expected that the same standard would apply to Ingram. This makes the possibility of a trade for Ingram even more unlikely. So, Warriors fans, what do you think about all this? Is the feud between Ingram and Kerr really an impediment to a possible trade? Feel free to express your opinions in the comments. And speaking of opinions, here's mine. For the reasons we've discussed today, it seems that Brandon Ingram's arrival at the Warriors is highly unlikely. As a passionate Golden State Warriors fan, I get pretty excited thinking about the possibility of having Brandon Ingram on the team. I think his experience with Coach Steve Kerr in the 2023 FIBA World Cup could bring new energy to the team. Of course, I always hope that the team makes the best choices, considering not only the players' technical skills, but also how they will fit into the group. Moreover, with Klay Thompson's departure, the team's dynamics have changed, and it's interesting to think about how Ingram could fill that gap and contribute positively to the team. I'm eager to see how the team will handle these possible negotiations and how this could impact our performance next season. While eagerly awaiting the team's news during this offseason, I remain excited to see how everything will unfold. Following the team's moves is always thrilling, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Warriors. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Considering what we've discussed, what would be the best move for the Warriors this offseason? In light of the dynamic change faced by the Golden State Warriors, it's evident that Klay Thompson's departure and the opportunities to acquire players like Paul George and Brandon Ingram have sparked intense debate among the team's passionate fans. As we head into the next season, It's crucial that we continue to engage in this stimulating discussion to shape the future of the team we love so much. I invite each of you to share your perspectives in the comments. Your voices are essential to the Warriors community. Likewise, by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications on our channel, you will be contributing to amplify this discussion and stay updated on the latest team news. As we adapt to this new phase, it's crucial to remain united as a community of fans, ready to support and celebrate the highs and lows that accompany the Warriors' journey. Through sharing ideas and mutual support, we will continue to forge a narrative of resilience and excitement in the face of these impactful changes. So, let's explore the possibilities for the Warriors' future together. What is your vision for the team this offseason? How can we move forward as a community of fans, regardless of the trades that may come? I eagerly await your valuable contributions.